to keep socially distanced on College Green just because of how many people were there. It was quite crowded. Now obviously it's a little bit easier to stay 2 meters apart, although it is still a very busy march. Maybe that we're doing a loop back to Castle Park potentially. On Baldwin Street currently, having just come through Castle Park and Small Street and down the centre before that. The protest started on College Green. You can see we're generating the interest of some of the people working in local businesses. Teach police peace, one of the placards I can see there. We need a revolution, another one of the placards people are holding up. Lots of kill the bills. back onto the centre. Looks like potentially heading back to Castle Park, maybe. Quite a few police vans you can see heading towards College Green. Looks like reinforcements for potential conflict later if we see a repeat of Sunday and to an extent Tuesday, although there were no or very few reported injuries following Tuesday's Kill the Bill protest. So it looks like we're actually not going back up College Green. Moving back in a circle then, because we've already been down here. You can see the centre, the road has been closed, coned off. So whereas when the protesters first walked down this route, they were kind of sharing it with traffic, at the moment it's been coned off, so protesters are able to take up the whole road. It's all peaceful at the moment, no clashes of any kind so far. Obviously that was also the case on Sunday and Tuesday. Things did become more confrontational as time went on. Usually, I mean, in both cases it was in the evening that things got out of hand. As I say, we've already been down this route, so it's not clear what the ultimate destination is. We previously went down the centre, up Small Street, past Castle Park, through Castle Park and down Baldwin Street before coming back onto this road again. There are well over 1,000 people, I would say, probably a few thousand. It might not look like it from this shot, but they're pretty spread out through the march. This gentleman giving directions again. He was the protester who directed people onto Castle Park. Now being told that we'll be going past the BRI, it seems. This is the front of the protest. My colleague Imogen is, I think, at the back. And I think it's stretching over pretty much throughout large stretches of the city centre. It's a very large gathering. To the bear pit. These streets are, sorry, whose streets are?
Do you work for a media organisation?
I do.
You do? Okay, don't worry.
So just one of the protesters there wanted to know if I worked for a media organisation. I said I did, and he walked away, not entirely sure what that exchange was about. But we continue, apparently towards the Bear Pit, according to the man who appears to be leading this march. Oh dear. Someone seems to have fallen off their bike. Looks to be okay. Just a few cuts and scrapes.
Peaceful! Station Islam!
Right, so it looks to be kind of diverging here. Some people going up towards Bridewell Street, and you can see there's a line of police vans there and officers with riot shields blocking Bridewell Street. Obviously that's the scene of a lot of damage to the police station from Sunday. So I think police are obviously very keen to see that we don't see a repeat of those scenes. But a few people seem to be heading up that way, but now it seems, because potentially of that blockade by police, more people are now heading down towards the BRI. Apologies for any bad language that you might find offensive, that you might be picking up. You see some onlookers there. That's probably a good place for a good shot, good aerial shot of the march. So passing quite a few police officers there. Again, we are near Bridewell police station, so you can see why there would be a heavy presence in this particular area.
Is it necessary having a button? Is it necessary? Is it necessary?
just going to try and get a little bit further forward again. Coming up towards Upper Magdalen Street. Apologies for any bad language you might have heard there. It's like an unmarked police vehicle there, a traffic management officer. Wow, okay, so that is a huge police presence there on Bridewell Street. You can see they are very much not wanting a repeat of Sunday.
You're sexy, you're cute. Take off your riot shoes. You're sexy, you're cute. Take off your riot shoes. You're sexy, you're cute. Take off your riot shoes. You're sexy, you're cute. Take off your riot shoes. You're sexy, you're cute. Take off your riot shoes.
Wednesday, right. What, in Bristol? Where are you doing? Oh, no way. What, Nelson
Heading down Broadmead now. The horse fair. This looks to be the front of the march, passing Primark. So we're up near the front of the protest, walking through Broadmead area. Castle Park, it seems we're going back there. Already been there once. Bit of product placement there for us. For the print edition, of course, the Bristol Post. Pick it up. And this well-known character from Bristol is serenading the streets of the city centre, making a nice little musical accompaniment to the passing marchers. Doesn't seem too fussed about the the distraction. There's quite a lot of competition for attention in city centre, but he's battling on with his set. So let's see if we can get back up to the front.
I just want to get into travel most of the night.
Now obviously we've seen a lot of streets have been closed off in the city centre by police. It was done very quickly because I don't think they knew exactly where the protesters were going. But this is a street which hasn't been closed off, it would seem. I just saw a couple of cars passing, so clearly police having to think very quickly about how they're managing this in terms of route closures. You can see there's quite a few cars streaming up here, which will be frustrated to see that their route is blocked. It's all been very peaceful so far. There were a few insults hurled at police as we passed them earlier, but no violence of any kind so far. Kind of placards we're seeing, there's a few saying defund the police. End police brutality is another one. You will not silence us. Coming back up to Castle Park, we've already been up here once. Highly clear where the destination is. If you're just joining us, there are a lot of people at this gathering. You can't tell from this shot. We're at the front, it looks like. But even on College Green at the start of the protest, there were at least 1,000 people, I would say, there. So it's not entirely clear how far this stretches back, but there's a lot of people here. Chanting in favour of peaceful protest. The message behind this protest is that people are in opposition to the police and crime bill, which is a piece of legislation that's being proposed at the moment. It's intended to increase police power to disrupt protests. It would allow police chiefs to do things like set noise limits, set start and end times, £2,500 fines, I believe, is the figure for if you refuse to follow police directions. That's if the legislation were to go through. There are also fears over how it might impact travellers, potentially. And one very controversial element of the bill is that it could lead to people for defacing a statue. Obviously in Bristol that's a very topical element which people have very strong views on. So it looks like we're carrying on the same way that the loop went previously, maybe back down Baldwin Street again. Surely not a third lap of the city centre. You can see there are police officers who are walking to the side. Huge police presence back in Bridewell Street, which is where the police station is that was vandalised on Sunday. Apologies for any bad language you might be picking up there. So it looks like we're heading back to the street. Okay, so I think we're going to end the Facebook Live there. Obviously, we'll still continue covering this event. It could be going on for many hours from now. There may be Facebook Lives over the next few hours if you want to stay tuned on the Bristol Live Facebook page. And obviously, we're giving rolling updates on the Bristol Live website. We've got a live blog at the top of the homepage. So yeah, we will Facebook Live there, but we're still giving rolling updates on the website, and hopefully we'll have some more live streams coming up. So it could well be that this protest goes on well into the night, but we've got several reporters and photographers on the scene. We'll continue our coverage throughout the protest with all the latest updates. So thank you very much for joining us. And keep tuned both on the website and on the Facebook page for more updates. Thank you very much.